Okay, good morning to one and all. In the today's class, I am going to discuss about operational amplifiers and its applications. Operational amplifiers, we call it as op-amp. Okay, the operational amplifiers performs mathematical operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication. Therefore, it is called as op-amp, nothing but operational amplifiers. It's one of the fundamental building blocks in an design of linear circuits. Okay, an op amp is the most important and versatile analog IC. Analog IC in the sense the input to this op amp IC is analog in nature. Therefore, it is called analog IC, and also we can use this IC or op amp in various applications such as analog signal processing and analog filtering. Okay, so this is a simple block diagram of an op amp. You assume that in this block you have your op amp. The input to this op amp is analog signal with lesser amplitude. The output from this amplifier is analog signal with greater amplitude. Okay, so symbolically your op amp looks like this. It is represented in a triangular form and it requires two supply voltages plus VCC and minus VE and two input terminals. The negative terminal is called inverting input terminal and positive one we call it as non-inverting input terminal and one output terminal V0. So V0 is equal to A into V2 minus V1. Here Vd is called differential voltage. Nothing but the difference of these two voltage is given as input to this amplifier. Okay. Therefore, A is an open loop gain of the op amp. Open loop in the sense the output is not connected to input. You have another type, that is closed loop gain. In the case of closed loop gain, a part of the output is fed back to the input. But in this case, A is open loop gain of the op amp. Gain is nothing but V out by V high, output voltage by input voltage. So input voltage is nothing but the difference of two input voltages at the two input terminals, that is V2 and V1. That is nothing but Vd. That's what I written here. Vd is difference of two input signals and is referred as differential input. Normally the op amp schematic represented with an triangle. Okay, this is the symbolic representation of an op amp. So this is the sum of the theory part what I explained. The negative one is the inverting terminal and positive one is the non-inverting terminal. Okay, so if you feed input to the inverting terminal, then you will get the output in the inverted manner. If you feed input at the non-inverting terminal, the phase of the input and output will remain same. And of course, you can operate your op amp with single polarity supply also. I told you there are two polarities are there for the supply voltages, but here even with single polarity supply you can operate your op amp, usually positive power supply, or you can use both the power supply to operate an op amp. One is positive, another one is the negative. Then your op amp, I told you op amp is an IC, integrated circuit, IC. It is an 8 pin IC, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. It's an 8 pin IC. Pin number 2 and 3 are the input terminals, inverting input, 3 is non-inverting input. Pin number 7 and 4 are supply voltages. 7 is positive voltage and 4 is negative supply voltage. 8 is no connection, 6 is output. 5 and 1 are offset null adjustment. Okay, so offset null adjustment in the sense, so I'll explain by seeing this time. What will happen? 1 and 5 are offset null adjustment. For 1 and 5 I connected the potentiometer of 10k. So during the manufacture of this IC, okay, there is an existing of certain voltage in an IC. You have to nullify that IC. In order to nullify that IC, you have to connect potentiometer between pin number 1 and 5. Okay, that is called offset null adjustment. In order to nullify the voltage which appeared during the manufacture, you are connecting a potentiometer between pin number 1 and 5. Okay, that is called offset null adjustment. So if you come to the equivalent circuit of an op-amp, what is this IC consists of inside, or your triangular op-amp consists of inside? In the sense, it consists of input impedance or input resistance Ri, output impedance or output resistance R0. A is the open loop gain, nothing but A into V2 minus V1, nothing but Vd, differential voltage. For an ideal op-amp, this is op-amp. Okay, for an ideal op-amp, what will happen? The input impedance is very much high, the output impedance is 0. Okay, therefore A is equal to infinity. Okay, A is infinity. So here I clearly mentioned A means open loop gain. This is difference between these two voltages V1 and V2, nothing but your differential voltage Vd. This is an equivalent circuit of your op-amp. Okay, so your op-amp input modes can be classified into 3 types: single-ended mode, differential mode and common mode. In the case of single-ended mode, the input signal is applied to any one of the input signal. Okay, then you will get the output at the pin number 6. Okay, so keep it in your mind. In this case, I am applying my input analog signal at the pin number 2, that is inverting terminal. Negative is inverting terminal. So your output will be an magnified inverted output with respect to input. Suppose pin number 3 you have to ground it. Okay, suppose if you are applying the input at pin number 3, then pin number 2 you have to ground it in case 2. So during that case, the output you will get a magnified one with respect to input, and also the phase of the output remains same as the input voltage. Okay, in the case of non-inverting terminal, plus is called non-inverting terminal, minus is called inverting terminal. So if you come to differential mode, what will happen? For both the input terminals, you are applying an signals with different magnitude. Okay, then this op-amp will take the input as the difference between these two signal, then you will get the magnified output here. Okay, so here you might be observed here, this magnitude is very much high and this one is less. So this magnitude will be appeared at the output side and this magnitude will be appeared at the output side. This type of operation is also called double-ended operations. The difference between the input signals is amplified and appears at the output signal. Okay, the next one is common mode. In the case of common mode of operation, what will happen? the same input signal is appeared to both the input terminals. Then what will happen? If you take the difference of both the signals are same but they are in inverted manner, they will get cancel each other. Therefore the output voltage is 0 and common mode. Okay. So this one I already explained. Pin number 1 and 5 you have to short. You have to connect an potentiometer in order to nullify an voltage which is established during the manufacture of an op amp. Okay, just go through this notes. Okay, so op amp parameters I will explain in the next class. Thank you.